This looks important. This is the Rosetta Stone. How fancy. This makes it possible to decipher Luthenian. Yes, of course, that's what it was. It all makes sense. Here, allow me to express my gratitude by teaching you Luthenian. There, now you can speak Luthenian too. Okay, so I wish learning languages was as easy as that in real life. Anyway, hello all you crazy people out there. My name is Dragonite. Welcome back to Final Fantasy 1. It hasn't been... what did I even say? 4 years of a hiatus this time, but I was tied down and did not have time to do this game for a little while with some other things. And how do I even get to that Luthenia town, by the way? What is it? Select? B? Right B? I don't remember. How do you open the map? Help. Okay, it's B and then select. And Luthenia is over here. Oh yes, that's all the way over there on that peninsula. Great. That may end up meriting a cutaway. So yeah, it's been a few weeks since I did this, and as usual, I can't remember where I was, and I had to go and catch myself up a little bit. Anyway, I'm definitely enjoying this game. I didn't really want to take a few weeks off from recording videos of it, but unfortunately, I did decide that it would be just easier for everyone involved if I, tried to get a little bit ahead on the game dev recordings, which didn't always work out the way that I intended it to anyway. And on top of that, these Final Fantasy 1 videos just take so much longer to make than most of my other Let's Play videos, because if I record for, say, 4 hours, there's a good chance that that's only going to be cut down to, like, maybe 2 videos. Because if I record for 2 hours, it's probably really going to be more like a half hour of actual gameplay and, like, 3.5 hours of random encounters. And, of course, that also means that editing ends up taking forever, and it's just a pain in the neck to get these videos out in a timely manner when I'm also trying to do, like, 10 other things at the same time. Oh, by the way, I mentioned a few times in the past, can I talk to you? We are the Luthenians, the descendants of a race that once lived among the clouds, the Sky People. Yes, you use a vessel called the Airship. It was built by one of our ancestors, by a man by the name of Sid. My understanding is that Sid is a character name who, oh, the game is judging me about that still. Sid is a name which appears in pretty much every Final Fantasy game. I'm not entirely sure what the obsession with the name Sid is in the Final Fantasy universe, but I know that there are quite a few of them. And I want to say that every Final Fantasy game has a character, or at least a reference to someone called Sid in it. Okay, so even beyond the skies we reached, I remember that in that one excessively long dungeon that I spent the last couple videos in, there was, a number of, like, Sky Castle-themed areas, which, kinda made me assume that we'll be going there probably towards the end of the game. Don't know if I'll be going back to that dungeon at any point for the sake of completion or anything. By the way, what do I want to even, like, do here? Mirage Tower. The Mirage Tower is a gateway to that castle. Okay, but by the fact that the game told me to come here, I'm assuming that there's something I have to do in this town before I go there. The Fiends. Oh, so that's why we have so many talking bats in this game. All right. Tiamat blocks the power of wind and the source of the Sky People's strength. Rude. All right, so I'm gonna need a wind crystal. Yeah, I can hear the audio. I went and messed around in the Windows audio control panel a bit, and I'm now actually able to also listen to the line-in microphone from the DS audio jack. So I can actually hear, like... Well, thanks, I guess. So I can hear what the music is doing, and, like, what I'm guessing I have to go to the Mirage Tower. I can hear the music, and I can hear the, like, sound cue jingles and things like that. Does there happen to be anybody in this town who's, like, an item vendor? It doesn't look like it. I don't see the store icon over any of the buildings, but I am not sure if I should ask around anyway. You know what? I don't care that much. Let me go back to my airship, and then we can head off to the Mirage Tower. You know, for some reason, I actually like the sound of the music better when I'm listening to it in the actual game than I do just when I'm hearing it when I'm editing. Yeah, we can just fly over that little tiny inconvenient mountain range and make it into the desert, and we can head over this way to the Mirage Tower. And I should probably... Would it be a good idea to rest in a tent before I go in? I'll do that anyway. I'm pretty sure I have a number of tents to spare. That's gonna have me swap items, aren't I? Sleeping bag, partially restore. Okay, I'll just use a sleeping bag because I don't think I need full healing. My god. We are all like packed into that one single sleeping bag. I mean, probably not, but that's what it looks like to me, and I find the idea funny. So, is this going to be another one of those random dungeons? Or is this going to be an actual authored dungeon with actual authored content? Oh, you know what? It's the shrines that open up after you obtain the crystal that are the random ones. So this one is going to be authored. Are these glowing things significant? No, those are just there for decoration. Okay, I guess. Alright, also, I did see a robot over here. Do you have anything to say to me? We have waited so long. Alright, robot being a drama queen. I probably have to go to the center over here, don't I? Treasure chest? Okay. Treasure chest. Honestly, wow. Okay. Not gonna say no, but I hope it's not all gold. Healing helm. Yeah, I hope it's not all gold, because I think I have more gold than I know what to do with. And, like, if there are any other better items that exist in the game, that Vorpal Sword sounds like it should do some damage. I'd like to have better items. Would never say no to better items, but as far as gold goes, I don't think there's really much point in me having much more of that. And it's not regular enemies that have worried me in a long time as much as it is, like, bosses, because the bosses seem to be a bit stronger than, like, you know, everything else in the game. Let's see, equipment. What can you do with a Vorpal Sword, or whatever it was called? That's actually going to make my attack go down compared to the Flame Sword. Cool. There was also an Aegis Shield, I think? Aegis Shield. Defense up a little bit. Diamond Shield is also going to make my defense go up a little bit. By the same amount. And as far as I can tell, guards against stone? Well, you can have a diamond shield just to, like, complete that set. Do we happen to have a diamond sword or anything like that? Just, you know, max out all the Minecraft armor? Doesn't look like it. Wedge can equip a shield, or a sword. What was it, Vorpal Sword down here? Is that going to make my attack go up? No, it's not. A very sharp crescent blade. I mean, the imagery's nice. Okay, you can have a Zephyr Cape. I must have had that in my inventory for a while because I don't remember picking that up, but that's going to make my defense go up and my evasion go up. Actually, hang on. Can I unequip that? Can I remove the Zephyr Cape and... oh. Okay, Stella already has one. I was gonna say, if Stella can have a Zephyr Cape, that'll care more about... No. Oh, for God's sake. Care more about, Stella's defense right now, because Stella's the one who tends to be squishier. But they both have it, so that's fine. So that's where we are right now. And... I guess that'll leave, this direction is gonna be forward. Past the robot over here and down, and... Oh, you know what? Did I go through, like, a door, and was that... Okay, so this entire... That entire central area probably was, like, optional. Those are stairs, but what happens if I go... Oh, you know what? I bet that loops around. I bet that just loops around the long way. Because that seems like the sort of thing that you would see in a circular room like that. Alright, Mirage Tower, second floor. I must say, all these, just like the fact that all of my characters kind of only do one thing even this late in the game does definitely make me appreciate modern games. For all their, like, you know, their customization, and we kind of give modern games a lot of mockery, and sometimes well-deserved, about how many combinations of attacks and equipment and whatever it's possible to have. Even if, like, most of them are actually pretty useless. But it is nice to be able to, say, customize or experiment or mess around with different strategies and loadouts and whatever. Alright, those are stairs. I do feel like I should explore a little bit just in case there's another trove of treasure chest or something. Our friend left on a journey to the west. Ha! I see what you did there. Take the warp cube. You went to see our master. Interesting. But yeah. I definitely have kind of been doing just the same thing in combat for kind of most of the game. And I'm not gonna say that this is like a bad game and you shouldn't play it or anything like that because of that, because like this game's pretty old, judge it on its own merit for the time period in which it came out and all that. Dragon mail. Okay. Alright, so this definitely sounds like some items that I might be interested in equipping. You're giving me a lot of money. How much money do I have? I have a lot of money. Thor's hammer. Alright, more gil. Definitely was a good thing that I bypassed those stairs and investigated the center of the tower to see if there was treasure. Let me see if there's anything that anybody can equip. Okay, Sunblade, effective against undead. If the final dungeon in the game is what I think it's gonna be, that definitely would be a good thing to have. It has higher stats than my other thing to begin with anyway. Thor's hammer, incrementally better hammer for Stella than what she has right now. And that's it, alright. For what it's worth, I'm not sure if me saying, quote, I'm not saying you shouldn't play this game is really a useful thing to say in any way. Unless you're being like me and you want to on purpose play all the Final Fantasy games in order just to see like the history of the series or whatever. I'm not sure if there's really a reason to come back and play the first one, because it doesn't, like, I'm not seeing any like deep philosophical, you know, story or anything like that here, or anything that would be really compelling. But definitely, okay, that's something that looks important. I don't... Oh, you know what? I should have talked to that robot first. Flying Fortress, first floor. Alright, cool. Please tell me this is gonna be another 20-story dungeon or anything like that. I can go back. I do feel like I should have gone and bought some extra ethers. Because I, as it turns out, don't have any more of those. And I don't know how long I'm gonna be here. That's a razor. Is that a weapon? What is that? It is a weapon. That's Razor, R-A-Z-E-R, so not like the thing that you shave with, but like the, like, high-end computer peripheral brand. Just interesting. Let me see if anybody can equip that. And that wasn't worth it. Alright. Let's go. I know that, maybe I shouldn't say I know, but I'm pretty sure that this is the last area. The previous owner save file that was on this game, they... Come on, game. They were in an area that looked like this. It was very blue and it looked like it was floating. And I believe that was, suggested to be the final area in the game. I haven't heard anything... Well, like, we're going for the fourth, we're going for the fourth crystal anyway. So, maybe not... We're not at the very end of the game, but we're, probably getting somewhere close. I've maxed out my gil. Wow. I knew I had a lot of gil, but I didn't think I would max it out already, because I did, like, go and buy things once in a while, spells and whatnot, but I guess I've just found that much of it in treasure chests throughout this area. I'm gonna have a look at the equipment that I just picked up this time now. Alright. Nothing really good there. Worth checking. I know that if I say that I'll go and check my equipment before the next boss fight, then what's actually gonna happen is that I'm just gonna forget, and it's not gonna get done. So I'll make an effort to do that whenever I see a treasure chest or a treasure room or something, so that I don't forget. So more money doesn't mean anything. More money doesn't mean anything. Potion almost doesn't mean anything. More money doesn't mean anything. Okay. I believe the last direction off from the central area that I haven't gone is up, so I'm gonna go there. And hopefully this will lead us onwards. Hopefully, again, I don't want this to be too long, because I've somewhat had it with long dungeons in the last one, which was admittedly an optional area, so don't know if I really should get mad about that or anything, but all the same, I'm not sure if I'm in the mood for another 20-story anything after that. Mithril Helm, I know I've gotten one of those before. Cottage. I can't use those in dungeons, can I? If I do need ether healing, if I do need MP, I do have a few, like, elixirs and dry ethers and some of the fancier items, but I'd rather not use those if I can get away with it. If I suspect that there's, like, the end is coming up and soon I'll be able to just go back to an inn or use a cottage or something like that, but I do have those in my back pocket if I need them. Getting levels still. What level am I? 65 across the board? It's not like I'm getting no experience from any of these things. So that does make me feel a little bit better about how many of these I'm fighting, but please don't be money. Diamond Shield, okay. Ribbon. Pretty sure Argus already has a Diamond Shield, but I'll have a look anyway. Okay. So I think we're probably about done with this second floor of this the Sky Temple here. The fourth floor was largely just one central area with a couple rooms branching off of it, and it seems that the second floor was that as well. Is that going to be the third floor too? Is this a fountain, or is that something that's important? The observation window looks out upon the world. Okay. The four forces of fire, earth, water, and wind appear as a mist converging on a single point, a point at the center of the four altars. This must be the location of the Chaos Shrine. Alright. Checks out. It's nice artwork, by the way. But that's that little peninsula slightly to the north of where we started this whole thing. So I guess I'll have to remember to go there. From this observation window, you can look out on the entire world. Thank you for explaining, but I think I've already figured that out. Random encounters. At least I try to tell myself that at least I'm getting experience and levels and all that sort of thing from all these encounters, just to make myself feel a little better about it. Gold needle. Money doesn't mean anything. Clothes. Nice. Protect cloak. Okay, that intrigues me. What is a protect cloak? That sounds like a wizard sort of piece of equipment. Protect cloak. Nope. Alright, I'm gonna have to figure that one out for myself then. It says cloak. The description says cloak, but it's got a shield icon. I don't get it, but let's roll with it. For that matter, the one that I currently have says Zephyr Cape too, which is like the same thing. I don't know exactly what's going on here. I don't know if this is just an artifact of, like, you know, translations in the early days of video games or whatever. I think a little bit of defense for a little bit of evasion is a worthy trade-off. I don't really like banking on evasion, so we'll go with that. Okay. So are we gonna do the wheel, hub, and spokes design of this this area too? Or are we gonna have to go branching off of the central area? Okay, so we do indeed have one of those here. And analyzing Tiamat's no known weaknesses. Okay, I can talk to those? In that case, there are a couple that I passed by that I didn't talk to. I don't know if I'm going to want to go back to those. I don't think I will, because I don't imagine that they're going to tell me anything that important. But in the future, I will talk to them if I see them. Alright, what is down this way? We are continuing? Is this another treasure room? That other one wasn't really a treasure room. Okay, no, this is accidentally opened up something on my computer in full screen, and it occluded my screen capture program that I'm using for this, and I couldn't see what I was doing. So are all of you just gonna say this? Okay, that's weird. Not all of you have text on you apparently. Definitely feels a little bit ominous. I don't know exactly what kind of fight I'm gonna be in for with Tiamat and the Fiend of Wind or whatever. I guess I'll find that out soon enough, though. What are we on, the 3rd floor? Alright, hopefully this isn't gonna be too bad. Oh, wait. No, that's where I came from. Alright, yeah, that's 2F. I don't want to go back to 2F. I want to be on... I am on the 3rd floor. Okay, so the next one is here. Do I want to go explore the rest of this floor before I continue? To you all, it doesn't make that much of a difference because it'll just be like a minute and I'll cut out the random encounters. But for me, it's going to be like 15 minutes of backtracking and like Sasuke's blade and like 25 minutes of extra editing that I don't really want to do. But Sasuke's blade, what's that going to be all about? Apparently, Argus cannot equip Sasuke's blade. Okay, that's a ninja thing. That'll raise my attack a little bit. I'll take it. Small buff to the attack. Not all stat increases have to be like some huge proportion, but if you have enough small incremental gains, it'll eventually add up to something meaningful. I went down, right, and left, so I think up is the only... Alright, the only part of this that I haven't gone to yet. Money... It's really weird how much money they give you in this game. Protect ring... Pretty sure I have several of those and I haven't used any of them. So, I don't even remember what they do, but I know that the name sounds familiar. Alright, 4th floor. 4th floor, here we come. That actually wasn't that much backtracking. Good thing that I took the right and downwards paths first, because that definitely would have been a little bit farther out of the way. But no matter. Okay, this is a big, wide open floor. Is this telling me that we're getting close to the end? I hope it is. Okay. I have a feeling that I know what just happened, and... Oh no, I was gonna say, I have a feeling that that entire floor down there was just the world warping. And I just came back to where I was. And I was gonna, if I stepped on that, it was gonna take me back to 3F. And I was gonna have to find, like, the exit, but that doesn't seem to be the case. We're on the 5th floor now. So, hopefully... Getting close to the end. Alright, this looks important. We're leading up to something. Okay. That's a glowing green orb. Unless I'm much mistaken, that's going to be the boss of this area. So I'm going to take that on in the next video. My name is Dragonite. This has been Final Fantasy 1. I hope you all enjoyed that. Next time, we're going to be hopefully not getting our butts kicked too hard by Tiamat or whoever lives at the top of this tower. I will see you all later.